If you think you can't do better, join the board anyway, and we'll help you out. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It is so wonderful to begin Shabbat together, to see all of you here, and a welcome to all of you out there in internet land. This is another big weekend. We have lots of things going on. The marquee event, of course, being Izzy's Bar Mitzvah tomorrow. So, thank you, Alexa. Thank you, Mysterious Stranger, for delivering that. As a result, we will not be doing Torah or sermon this evening. Thank you. I live for your forced praise. But fear not, because tomorrow Izzy will be doing a tremendous job with both of those things. He has some great things to teach and some wonderful Torah to chant. So we hope that you will all come to that, whether you are here in person for the big event or you're catching online. And all are welcome. And it is always so good when people come and turn out and show these young folk what it is to support members of their community and cheer them on. And truly, it's always good for them to know there are lots of people watching who either are completely awed because they have not yet done they've not had a bar mitzvah, or they've been through it and they know exactly what goes into it. And they're like, I hear you, I feel you, you're doing great. So, yeah, I mean, probably this little bit of both. Yeah. All right. Well, if you are joining us online and you would like a copy of the siddur, we have a virtual siddur that you can find at sinaireno.org/live. It will have everything you need for this evening. We will begin with a responsive reading, which can be found on page 9 in your books. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty in a better world. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. At this time, it is my honor to invite up Sarah and Izzy Rosenfeld to light our Shabbat candles. If you would like to follow along, you can find the blessings on page 2. Underneath the lift that off. Yep, there you go. There's the matches, and yep, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, you just do it on the inside. That's really cool. Go ahead.
Thank you to Rabbi Myra for that.
These kids don't know how to use a match these days.
I do.
There you go.
So close.
This is the first test at your bar mitzvah.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu
Le'adlik ner, le'adlik ner, shel Shabbat. Amen. Thank you. All right. Well, we will welcome our Shabbat with some songs. I'd like to dedicate this first song to a special lady out there who's watching from home. Hine Matov can be found at the top of page 10. Hine Matov u'manaim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manaim shevet achot gam yachad. Hine Matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov shevet achot gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manaim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manaim shevet achot gam yachad. Hine Matov, hine Matov. Yadarai, yadadadadadadai. Hine Matov, hine Matov. Yadarai, yadadadadadadai. And moving right down on the page, we'll continue now with Maya Fehayom. Maya Fehayom, Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fehayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. And we turn to page 12 and we will sing together Lechuna Ranana. Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana Ladonai. Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Letzor Yishenu, Nikad Mapanav Todah. Naria, Naria, Letzor Yishenu, Bizmirot Naria Lo. Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana Ladonai. Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana Ladonai. And we will skip ahead to page 20 for Lechadodi. As is our tradition, we will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we reach the 9th and final verse, I invite you to rise and turn to the entrance of whatever space it is in, whether it is our doors there or the doors and entrances to your homes. Lechadodi, Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu el ham yuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shemu tiferet v'letila. Lechadodi, Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechuvanilcha, ki mekor habracha, mirosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva ore kumi uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alaik nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha uvetzola, toch emunei am skula, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. We continue now with Chatzi Kaddish, which can be found on page 26. V'yitkadash shmei rabbah, v'yalma divrach urute, v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon v'yom echon, uv'chayede kol beit Yisrael. Bagala, uvizman kariv, v'meru, amen. Yehesh merabah mevarach, le'alam me'almaya, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yitaleh, v'yithalal, shmei dekudesha barichu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damihiran be'alma, v'meru, amen. We turn to page 28, and I invite you to rise in body or in spirit for the Baruch Hu. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Yai da 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 da. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach. Hamevorach. Le'olam va'ed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Le'olam va'ed. We read together the top of page 31. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim. Ahavat Olam can be found on the very next page. Ahavat Olam, Bet Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadata, Otanu limadata. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shokvenu, kumenu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, v'yorech yameinu, uvahem nege yomam v'layla, nage yomam v'layla, v'yahavatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael. Shema can be found on page 34. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated. We continue together with the V'ahavta, page 36. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'kol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvrechtecha v'derech u'shachbecha uvkumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'yisharecha Leman tizkaru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem mi'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. We turn to page 39 at the top of the page and read responsively. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Milchamocha is found on the next page. Yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 yai dai 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 Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot oseh feleh Nora tehilot oseh feleh Malchutecha ra'uvanecha Bokei ayam lifnei Moshe Ze Elianu ve'amru Ze Elianu ve'ameru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed V'nemar kifar Adonai et Yaakov Ugalo miad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Kal Yisrael. We turn to page 43, and there is a reading at the top of the page. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haparei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. We continue with Vishamru on the very next page. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael od hi leolam od hi leolam Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et ha'aretz Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. All right, thank you. We turn to page 46 for the Amidah, and I invite you to rise in body or in spirit. Adonai sefatai tivtach ufi agita ilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, V'Hanorah, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, צומק נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום ילוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. We continue silently to page 62. Please be seated when you are finished or when you feel ready. Ose Shalom can be found on page 62. Ose Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Imru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. And although we are not doing a Torah service this evening, we did want to take a few moments and think of those in our community who need some healing, whether it is body or mind or of spirit. Right now, we're thinking of Ruth Irene Ackroyd, Kevin Ashton, Kathy Bartlett, Tracy Bartlett, Batya Ta'ali, Pauline Bina, Laura Cohen, Oritzur Cohen, Megan Carney Cranmer, Sandra Goodman, Martha Gould, Stephen Gould, Marlene Harris, Pam Hendricks, Letitia Kruger, John Lutzker, Jason Matthews, Harav Miriam Yaaya Chaya Batsara, Vivian Morgan, Tim Ober, Claire Petersky, Carol Pevney, the Ramirez Morgan family, Judy Ramos, Sarah Bat Chava, Harav Sarah Bat Yisrael V'Shoshana, Terry Sayez, Chaya Schwartz, Shana Bracha Bat Esther Malka, Shlomit Shalit, Chris Stanton, Teresa Sussman, David Wagner, Vanessa Wagner, Bobby Wells, Usher Zelech, and we offer prayers for those in the Middle East affected by war, for those serving in the armed services, everyone affected by the coronavirus or long COVID, and also for the Jewish and other communities of Ukraine. If there are other names that you wish to share, I encourage you, if you're online, to put those names in the comments section. And if you are present, I invite you to share those names when my eyes meet yours.
Jean Barron, Bobby Vidal, Juan Ariana Reno, and Lisa Peters. Daniel Apple,
Rose Sage.
Laura Jean Barnes, Jerry Barnes.
Thank you. Our prayer of healing, Debbie Friedman's Misha Berach, can be found on page 253. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBrecha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBrecha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Well, my outline says sermon, but I know that's not right. Once upon a time. At this time, I am honored to invite Izzy Rosenfeld back and Eitan as well up to open our ark. We turn to page 282 for Aleinu, and I invite you to please rise. Come on up, guys. Don't act like you've never been here before.
We get him a kippah.
I mean,
Have you ever actually? Is there an extra?
He's right.
All right, open it up. All right, good. That's good. Lift each other up. I love that. I love that spirit of cooperation. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol latet gedula liotzer breshit shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chalkenu kahem v'gohor aleinu k'chol hamonam ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 285. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Page 287. V'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Thank you both. You may be seated. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. At this time, we are remembering Herbert Gordon, James Clower, Michael McGraw, Justin Friedlander, Michael Schifrin, Ernie Kuntz, Eric Rosenberg, Jeffrey Four, Kevin Knox, Joanne Reimer, James Jim Alexander, Rebecca Weidman Hoover, Kurt Engelhart, Debbie Herman, Jerry Zober, Laura Lazarus, Ron Darst, Robert Stearns, Sally Ann Castle-Ryan, Irene Fenton, Patricia Duffier, Joseph Ohayon, Yolanda Jimenez, Nancy Dawes. And on this Shabbat, we commemorate the yard sites of Noel Frankel, William Bill Miller, Lilia Montoya, Norman Weiss, Inga Khan, Shirley Zober, Archie Miller, Louis Shallett, Dora Goldsmith, Howard Stanton, A.J. Sparrow, Herman Klomp, Ethel Wells, Ira Lee Marks, and Fred Solomon. If there are other names that you wish to add, again, I invite you to put those names in the comments online or when my eyes meet yours.
Lori McGill, James Campbell.
Kaddish Tome can be found on page 294. If it is your custom, I invite you to please rise. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah v'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chaye dekol Beit Yisrael b'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'elam olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all who mourn, to which we say, Amen.
Amen.
You may be seated. Who will be giving us some announcements this evening? Michael, are you doing that duty? Thank you for that.
Also gives me a minute or two to embarrass Izzy.
It's always important.
Right. One of my students. It's always important. I'm Izzy's 6th, 7th grade Sinai school teacher. I first of all want to say that, Izzy, when you joined us about 6 months ago, I think, you immediately struck me as someone who has a lot of potential. You have a great charisma about you. You're a natural leader. And it has been my pleasure to teach you, and continues to be my hope that you will use your powers for good and not for evil. Although evil is more fun. Thanks to Rabbi Ben for leading the service today, and thank you to Alexa for greeting. Thanks to Tommy for live stream today, and of course, thank you to the Rosenfeld Solomon family for our Oneg tonight, and also for the festivities tomorrow. So if you'll join us in the social hall, or if you are online, you can join us at sinaireno.org/Zoom for the virtual Oneg room. Upcoming notices. So obviously no Torah study tomorrow. We have Bar Mitzvah number 2 of the year. For those of you who don't know, we have an enormous crop of 7th graders this year. We have easily twice as many as we normally have, and we're going to have a lot of bar and bat mitzvahs over the next 12 months. Although there's a big gap between Izzy's and the next one, so about 4 or 5 months. So we have the Izzy's bar mitzvah, official bar mitzvah tomorrow. On Sunday at 9:30, we have Sinai school. It's the last Sinai school of the calendar year, and we are having a Hanukkah party. So we hope any families will join us at 9:30 a.m. There's a weekday family service. And then after Sinai school at 3 o'clock, Purim Spiel rehearsals continue. If you have the acting bug, or if you've just been bullied into it, like I potentially might be, it is always a wonderful joy to see, so many congregants getting up to make joyful fools of themselves for everybody else. Moving on from there, on Tuesday, we have our regular lunch with the rabbis and crafters schmooze in the evening. On Thursday, the 19th, we have Torah for Tots Hanukkah edition, 4:15 p.m. And then on Friday, December 20th, we have our regular Friday service with the Oneg sponsored by Gail Small. Moving on from there, apart from the regular things, I just want to flag that Hanukkah is coming on Wednesday, December 25th, Hanukkah first candle. And on Friday, December 27th, we are having Shabbat services here. Hanukkah Shabbat services are always amazing. BYO menorah, BYO Chanukiah, plus 4 candles. And there will be a bonfire and hot cocoa in the parking lot to follow. And then we have a bunch of Hanukkah festivities. On Saturday, December 28th, we have 6 p.m. PJ movie night. On Sunday, December 29th, no, we don't have anything there, but we have. There is a board just outside the doors where congregants have been placing and are encouraged to place if they want to do little get-togethers. There's a little piece of paper and a little pen, and if you want to invite people to your space for Hanukkah, it's an excellent opportunity. On Monday the 30th, we're having a board game night here, one of my personal favorites. And I don't think we have any other special festivities for Hanukkah. So I think that about covers it. Yes.
Hanukkah shopping.
Oh, yes. Do your Hanukkah shopping at the gift shop here. It helps out the temple. If you are interested and you've never shopped at the gift shop before, just ask me or any other board member. We'd be happy to help you out. I've just, been checking with my wife to see if we have enough Hanukkah candles, so I'll definitely be picking some up. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, for all the announcements. There's some good stuff in that shop, so yeah. Are there any Menorahsauruses left? If you don't have a Menorahsaurus,
There's one with shoes. Anybody else?
we're sold out of Menorahsauruses. All right, well, okay, but we have lots of other really great things, and of course, as mentioned, gelt and candles, yes, and dreidels. You can never have too many dreidels. All right. Okay, well, our closing number this evening is Shalom Aleichem, which can be found on page 323. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem LaShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nile Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem LaShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.